The open road calls to us. It promises adventure. We rent cars to answer this call. But what happens when the journey ends? What if the car doesn't return on time? Failing to return a rental car is a serious matter. It can have lasting repercussions. This isn't just about forgetting to return the keys, it's about understanding the agreement we make when we rent. It's about the potential consequences, both financial and legal. We'll examine the potential fallout of not returning a rental car. Renting a car seems simple. You walk up to the counter, you show your driver's license, you hand over your credit card, you drive away in a shiny new vehicle. But beneath this simple transaction lies a complex web of terms and conditions. We rarely read these agreements. We skim through the fine print. Hidden within the legalese are clauses about late fees. There are stipulations about insurance liability. These terms are not suggestions. They are legally binding. The allure of the open road can be intoxicating. We might be tempted to extend our trip, but freedom, it turns out, can come at a steep price. Failing to return a rental car on time triggers a cascade of consequences. Late fees start to accrue. Additional charges pile up. Our credit card could be charged without our consent. The rental company might report us to credit agencies, impacting our credit scores. These financial repercussions can be significant. They can jeopardize our financial stability. Rental agreements, those dense, multi-page documents we sign without a second thought, they feel like a formality, a mere speed bump on the road to open highway bliss. But they are contracts with legal weight. These agreements outline the terms of the rental. They specify the rental period, the allowed mileage, and the insurance coverage. Buried within this legalese are crucial details. Ignoring them is like driving without a seatbelt. Understanding these terms is about being an informed consumer. Time, as they say, is money. And in the world of car rentals, this adage holds a particular weight. Rental agreements stipulate a specific return time. Every minute past this deadline can trigger a cascade of charges. Late fees can vary depending on the rental company and location. Some companies charge a flat fee for every hour or day past the deadline. Open communication is key to mitigating potential charges. When we rent a car, the rental company typically places a hold on our credit card. This hold is a pre-authorization. It's not an actual charge, but it reserves a certain amount of credit. The hold amount varies. It covers potential costs beyond the initial rental fee. This hold acts as a safety net for the rental company. While this hold is usually lifted after the car is returned, it can linger for several days. It can limit our spending capacity until the hold is released. The advertised price of a car rental can be deceiving. It often reflects only the base rental rate. Additional charges can quickly add up. Insurance is a major contributor to these hidden costs. While basic insurance might be included, additional coverage often comes at a premium. Mileage fees are another potential expense. Rental agreements often come with mileage limits. Exceeding these limits can result in hefty charges per extra mile driven. Then there are the miscellaneous fees. We've all been there. Stuck in traffic, delayed at the airport, life throws curveballs, and sometimes those curveballs impact our best laid plans, including returning our rental car on time. But beware, even a minor delay can trigger a late fee avalanche. Rental companies are sticklers for punctuality. Their contracts are clear: return the car by the specified time, or face the consequences. These consequences usually come in the form of late fees. Remember that seemingly innocuous hold placed on your credit card when you rented the car? That pre-authorization designed to cover potential costs? Well, when you fail to return the car on time, that hold can morph into a very real and often unpleasant charge. Rental companies aren't in the business of playing games. They have costs to cover, fleets to maintain, and shareholders to appease. So, when a renter breaches the terms of the agreement, the company takes action. That hold on your credit card transforms into a weaponized charge. This unexpected charge can have a domino effect on your finances. The consequences of failing to return a rental car on time extend far beyond immediate financial penalties. They can cast a long shadow on your creditworthiness, impacting your ability to secure loans, rent apartments, and even obtain certain jobs. Rental companies report delinquencies to credit bureaus. This black mark on your credit report is a red flag for potential lenders and landlords. It signals a lack of responsibility, a disregard for financial obligations. A poor credit score can have far-reaching consequences. It can result in higher interest rates on loans. It can limit your access to credit cards and other financial products. The consequences of failing to return a rental car on time can even impact your car insurance premiums. While it might seem counterintuitive, you were renting a car, not driving your own, rental car issues can raise red flags with your insurance provider. Insurance companies operate on risk assessment. A late car rental can signal increased risk. This perceived risk translates into higher insurance premiums. Your insurer might view you as less responsible. Even though the incident involved a rental car, it can still taint your overall driving profile. The increase in premiums might seem minor at first, but over time, those small increases add up. The consequences of failing to return a rental car on time aren't just hypothetical scenarios confined to the pages of rental agreements. They are real-life situations faced by everyday people. Take the case of John Smith, a business traveler who rented a car for a week-long conference. Due to a last-minute flight cancellation, he returned the car 2 days late. The rental company charged his credit card for an additional week's rental, plus a hefty late fee. John spent weeks disputing the charges. Then there's Sarah Jones, who rented a car for a weekend getaway. She returned the car on time but forgot to refill the gas tank. Failing to return a rental car on time can quickly escalate from a contractual dispute to a legal quagmire. What might seem like a simple oversight can, in the eyes of the law, morph into something far more serious: car theft. Most rental agreements contain clauses stating that failing to return the vehicle by the agreed-upon time can be construed as theft. This might seem extreme, but rental companies are within their rights to pursue legal action. The line between a simple breach of contract and outright theft often hinges on intent. Did the renter deliberately abscond with the vehicle, or was the delay a result of negligence? Rental companies often have internal policies dictating when to report a car as stolen. Renters need to demonstrate that their failure to return the vehicle was unintentional. Navigating the legal landscape of rental car disputes can feel like traversing a minefield of varying regulations. Laws governing rental agreements, late fees, and theft charges differ from state to state. Some states have consumer protection laws specifically addressing rental car agreements. Other states might have more lenient laws favoring rental companies. This legal patchwork can create headaches for both renters and rental companies. A renter who unknowingly violates a state law might face harsher penalties. Rental companies operating across state lines must navigate a complex web of regulations. This legal ambiguity underscores the importance of understanding the specific laws of the state where you rent the car. Renting a car in a foreign country adds another layer of complexity. Not only are you dealing with unfamiliar driving laws and road conditions, but you're also subject to a completely different legal system. Some countries have stringent laws regarding rental cars, imposing hefty fines for even minor infractions. Others might have more relaxed regulations. Language barriers can further complicate matters. A seemingly innocuous clause, lost in translation, might have significant financial or legal implications. Before renting a car abroad, research the local laws and regulations. Consider opting for rental companies with a strong international presence and multilingual customer support. Section 4. Fighting back. when disputes escalate to courtroom dramas. While most rental car disputes are resolved through negotiation and compromise, some escalate into full-blown legal battles. Renters, feeling unjustly treated or slapped with exorbitant fees, might choose to fight back, taking the rental company to court. These legal battles can be lengthy, stressful, and expensive. Renters might need to hire lawyers, gather evidence, and navigate the complexities of the legal system. Rental companies, often with deeper pockets and teams of legal experts, might have an advantage in such disputes. The outcome of these cases depends on various factors, including the specific circumstances of the rental, the clarity of the rental agreement, and the applicable state laws. A renter who can demonstrate that the rental company acted in bad faith, failed to disclose crucial information, or imposed unreasonable fees might have a strong case. However, pursuing legal action is not without risks. Renters should carefully weigh the potential costs and benefits, considering the strength of their case, the potential financial exposure, and the emotional toll of a protracted legal battle. Section 5. The high cost of litigation. Legal battles and financial burdens. Embarking on a legal crusade against a rental car company can be a costly endeavor, both financially and emotionally. Legal fees, court costs, and expert witness fees can quickly add up, often exceeding the disputed amount. The emotional toll can be equally significant. Dealing with lawyers, attending court hearings, and reliving the stressful experience of the rental car dispute can take a toll on your time, energy, and overall well-being. Furthermore, even if the renter prevails in court, collecting the judgment from the rental company can be another hurdle. Rental companies, especially large corporations, might employ delaying tactics or appeal the verdict, prolonging the legal battle and adding to the financial and emotional burden. Before embarking on a legal battle, explore alternative dispute resolution methods, such as mediation or arbitration. These methods can often resolve disputes more quickly, less formally, and at a lower cost than traditional litigation. Tales of misplaced keys and missed flights. Life has a knack for disrupting even the most meticulously planned itineraries. A misplaced set of keys, a delayed flight, an unexpected illness. Any of these can throw a wrench into returning a rental car on time. Everyday mishaps transform into cautionary tales of forgotten returns and escalating rental car fees. Mark, a businessman, missed returning his rental car due to a delayed flight. Exhausted, he forgot entirely. He realized his mistake after a high-charge notification. Sarah, a college student, left the keys at her vacation rental. By the time they realized it was too late, the rental company charged them extra for lost keys and an additional day. These stories highlight the importance of vigilance and proactive communication with rental car companies. The case of the vanishing deposit. For many renters, the initial security deposit represents a significant chunk of change. But what happens when that deposit seems to vanish into thin air? This scenario is a common source of frustration for renters. Rental companies often cite various reasons for holding on to deposits. Consider Emily, who rented a car for a vacation. She was assured her deposit would be released in a few days. Days turned into weeks, and Emily's deposit remained elusive. A minor scratch had been flagged, delaying her refund. Emily's story underscores the importance of carefully inspecting the rental car. This proactive approach can help ensure a smoother deposit refund process. Section 3. When cars become collateral damage. Accidents and disputes. Accidents happen. It's an unfortunate reality of driving, whether you're behind the wheel of your own vehicle or a rental car. But when an accident involves a rental car, the situation can quickly escalate into a complex web of insurance claims, liability disputes, and potentially costly repairs. Imagine this. You're driving a rental car on a busy highway when another vehicle suddenly cuts you off. You slam on the brakes, but it's too late. The collision leaves both cars damaged, and you're left to navigate the aftermath, dealing with insurance companies, police reports, and the rental car company, all while nursing your own injuries. Even minor accidents involving rental cars can turn into major headaches. Determining fault, dealing with repairs, and navigating the often confusing world of insurance coverage can be a time-consuming and stressful ordeal. And if the accident involves injuries or significant property damage, the legal ramifications can be even more severe. Before renting a car, familiarize yourself with the insurance coverage provided by the rental company and your own personal auto insurance policy. Consider purchasing additional coverage, such as a collision damage waiver or liability insurance, to protect yourself financially in case of an accident. Lost in translation and legal limbo. Renting a car abroad offers freedom but can be a legal minefield. Language barriers and unfamiliar laws contribute to conflicts. David, an American in Italy, faced hefty fines for driving through a restricted zone. Research local laws, understand rental terms, and use translation apps. Time management and rental returns. In the world of rental cars, time is of the essence. Deadlines loom large, and even a slight miscalculation can translate into financial penalties. Treat the rental return time as a non-negotiable appointment. Factor in potential delays and build in a buffer zone. Don't wait until the last minute to plan your route back. Communication is key. Staying in touch with rental companies. Rental car companies are often surprisingly amenable to working with renters who encounter unexpected challenges. The key to unlocking this flexibility lies in proactive communication. Inform them of any changes to your itinerary as soon as they arise. This demonstrates transparency and a willingness to adhere to the terms of the agreement. If you anticipate returning the car late, contact the rental company immediately. They might offer a grace period or suggest a different return location. Documenting the journey from inspection to return. In the world of rental cars, documentation is your best defense against potential disputes, hidden charges, and unforeseen liabilities. From the moment you pick up the car to the moment you drop it off, meticulously document every aspect of the rental experience. Before driving the car off the lot, conduct a thorough inspection of the vehicle's exterior and interior, noting any existing damage, no matter how minor it might seem. Take photos or videos of any scratches, dents, stains, or mechanical issues, and ensure that these are clearly documented on the rental agreement or inspection report. Maintain a detailed record of your mileage, fuel levels, and any toll charges incurred during the rental period. Take photos of the dashboard displaying the mileage at the beginning and end of your rental, and keep receipts for all fuel purchases and toll payments. Upon returning the car, request a thorough inspection from a rental agent, ensuring that they note any existing damage and provide you with a copy of the inspection report. This document serves as crucial evidence in case of future disputes regarding damage charges. Section 4. Protecting your financial fortress insurance and credit card strategies. Navigating rental cars involves protecting yourself physically and financially. Understand insurance options, leverage credit card benefits, and employ strategic practices. Contact your auto insurance provider to clarify rental vehicle coverage. Many credit cards offer rental car insurance as a perk. Inquire about rental car insurance options, coverage limits, and exclusions. Consider declining the rental company's collision damage waiver if covered. Section 1. The road to responsibility. The open road beckons with the promise of adventure, freedom, and escape. Rental cars, those temporary steeds of our journeys, provide the means to answer this call. But as we've discovered, this freedom comes with a set of responsibilities, a contract both written and implied, that extends far beyond the dotted line of a rental agreement. Failing to return a rental car on time might seem like a minor transgression, a simple oversight in the grand scheme of things. But as we've explored, the consequences can be far-reaching, impacting our wallets, our credit scores, and even our legal standing. Late fees accumulate with the relentless ticking of the clock, credit card holds morph into unwelcome charges, and in extreme cases, the long arm of the law can cast a shadow over what began as a simple misunderstanding. The stories we've encountered, tales of forgotten returns, vanishing deposits, and accidental collisions, serve as stark reminders that the rental car landscape is fraught with potential pitfalls. But these cautionary tales also illuminate a path forward, highlighting the importance of vigilance, proactive communication, and a thorough understanding of the terms and conditions that govern our rental agreements. Section 2. Beyond the contract, The ethics of rental agreements. The relationship between renter and rental company is often framed as a purely transactional one, bound by the legalities of a contract. But beneath the fine print and legal jargon lies a deeper ethical dimension, a shared responsibility for fairness, transparency, and mutual respect. Rental companies, as stewards of a service that provides mobility and freedom, bear a responsibility to ensure their agreements are clear, concise, and easily understood by the average consumer. Burying crucial information in dense legalese, imposing unreasonable fees, or resorting to aggressive collection tactics erodes trust and undermines the spirit of a fair exchange. Renters, on the other hand, have a responsibility to approach rental agreements with a discerning eye, taking the time to understand the terms and conditions, asking clarifying questions, and adhering to the agreed-upon rules. Treating rental cars with respect, returning them on time and in good condition, and communicating proactively with rental companies reflects a commitment to ethical conduct and fosters a more positive rental experience for everyone involved. A final checklist for rental car success. Navigate rental car agreements, late fees, and legal issues with these best practices for a smoother, more enjoyable, and less costly experience. Before your next rental, consider this final checklist. Read the rental agreement. Understand the terms to save time, money, and headaches. Inspect the car thoroughly. Document any existing damage. Return the car on time. Treat it as a non-negotiable appointment. Document everything. Take photos of the car's condition and keep receipts. Follow these guidelines for a stress-free rental experience, focusing on the open road ahead.